All right, so what we got going on today is me working a double M bag, try to shed some of this stubborn weight, hit a plateau. So to give you a backstory, I was 315 pounds November of 2019. Okay, I'm 5'9", 5'10", depending upon what convenience store I'm walking out of. I'll run white, but nonetheless, I got a son, man, and I was tired of it. I couldn't stand this thought of somebody else doing things in place of me because I couldn't physically do it because I was getting so fat. So I checked myself. Started watching what I ate. Didn't necessarily go on a diet. Just quit eating stupid ish. Still enjoyed ice cream, so on and so forth. Anyway, here we sit. Brand new year of 2021, a little over a year, and I'm down to 240. But I've been at 245 ish, 240 ish for like the last couple months. So I'm gonna start working double end bag. I got a heavy bag over here, even a speed bag. I'm gonna start uploading them to YouTube, along with the fight pics and anything else I'm doing that just daily rifting, reading with my son. There's a lot of things that I want to do, whether or not they ever turn out to be profitable or anything else. It's just I want to do a certain video on some content, maybe get a couple like-minded people to help educate me, get me squared up on some areas in which I might not be fully up to my capabilities. I knew I should have left this alone. Darn it. So anyway, without any further ado, this is just a little movement. Any boxing coaches or boxers have some constructive criticism, holler at me. I like to think I'm pretty coachable. If you just want to be mean and negative and be a dick because I'm still fat and out of shape, go ahead, do whatever you got to do. It's going to motivate me anyway. It's not going to affect who I am as a person. That's how you don't get fat shamed, people. That's just simply using it for motivation. Good thing this thing don't hit back, I tell you. Sorry for that. Really wish I had that Calvin Cater one too, you know, from the softball side. Got heavy feet. Feel it. If you guys haven't had any footwork drills, something that'll help my healthy self get my feet a little lighter, that'll be cool. I'll take them. I know jumping a rope always helps. Skipping a rope. Need to do that. There it is. A little better. thing's so, I don't want to call it loose. It's just, the one at the boxing gym, Lafayette Boxing Club, Terry Christian runs, the winningest amateur boxing coach of all time. The one he has is a lot tighter, so you gotta get right up on it. This one got a little bit more play in it. Woo! Missed it. Whiffed it. Whew, we gotta get that better, boys. Ain't got else for that better. A little better. That was ugly. Felt like it's not natural movement. The uppercut on double end bag, yeah, you can throw them, but messes up your rhythm. Same thing with the hook, you see that? Woo! Here we go. quite sure how long that was, so I got it recording. Looks like maybe 7 or so minutes. Take a little breather, step up from the warm-up gloves to a little heavier pair. Get another round or two of these in. And just like I said, just get moving, man. I used to do some MMA back in the day when I was younger. 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Around here, fought for organizations such as Cage Rage, Indiana, or USA. Ran by Chad Wagner. Fought Lafayette Fight League. Fought some in Illinois, Ohio, Toledo Fighting Challenge or something along those lines. Many moons ago, but striking, as you can tell, it's always been like my Achilles heel. I'm built like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I love it. The sweet science of boxing, glory kickboxing, stand-up tacticians like Israel Adesanya are really incredible to watch how they set the traps and play chess out there with dire consequences. But then, having gone wrestling my whole life and transitioned into mixed martial arts purely to find a way back on a wrestling mat at the beginning, and because my dad said, if you're so bad, why don't you do it? Ran into Steve Conley. Anyway, that's how that happened. I started fighting. I've always gravitated towards the jiu-jitsu side. Not that I'm some wizard on the ground, but with wrestling, I felt more comfortable. Could rain down a lot of ground and pound. That was the MO back in the early days, the early 2000s, 2005. Tito Ortiz and those boys just dominating on the ground. So that's where I stayed. But now I'm getting a little older and I'm fat. I'm studying boxing a little bit more. I've got the help of Terry Christian. When I make it down to the gym, he points me in the right direction. Work with a couple young guys. Ultimately, right now, that I just want to lose some more weight. Like I said, I'm 240. You can tell I'm fat and healthy. But by the end of this year, my goal, 205. My goal's been 225 for my birthday since I started losing weight originally, and I haven't made it yet. So let's break that this time. I'm going by the end of this year. By Christmas, I'm going to be 205. I'm not even going to worry about being 225 by July 28th because I'm going to be there. So let's go. Let's go on a journey. Start getting an audience here. You guys tell me what your goals are. Like I said, we'll build a community of positivity. I know there's going to be hate in the world, but if just a couple of us can stop being so damn mean to each other for just a little bit of it every day, it's going to do the world some good, man. We've got far too much negative for everybody else to feed into it. Life brings about enough negativity. It's like being married. I'm married, happily married. Have been for 5 years now, and I'll tell you right now, we don't need to search for things to fight about. It's gonna come. And because we don't look for them, we don't fight. Got a 3-year-old son, about to turn 4. You'll see him on here. He's the whole reason why I want to do better with myself. I want to live the dream and show him. God put us on this earth to love and to serve Him, if that's what you believe, and to have the best time, basically. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. It feels good to be nice. It feels good to be right. I'm not saying you gotta do everything perfect by the book when it comes to, I want to make a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna follow all the steps, or I just got a good job, I want to make it to the top. Well, the best way to make it to the top is do your job. Do exactly what that job detail is. Find out what you're expected to do, and do your best at it every single day to try to achieve it. And compete with yourself. How many did you do yesterday? Let's see if you can't get one more. Not for the company, for you. Be the best that you can be. On my personal Facebook for the last 18 months or so, I've been trying to post something positive to perk people up. I've gotten a pretty fair amount of comments back on it. You know, hey, thanks for the motivation. I love the positivity. It keeps me going, don't quit. But I do that because I'm trying to build a better immediate world around me. Why? Selfishly, I want a better world for my son. I don't want people fighting all the time. I don't want people to feel oppressed. I don't want anybody to just have enough anger in their heart that having a protest, whether it be peaceful or violent, is an option. We're a world full of captivating, brilliant people, yet we can't make everybody feel loved and special. One of the best things my old man told me and taught me while he was here with us was everybody's got something beautiful about them. Everybody. It's not up for them to highlight it. It's for you to find it. And that, for some people, unfortunately, is looks. And that's the only beautiful thing they have about them. But for the majority of us, it's something on the inside. And if we're mad at each other all the damn time and being mean and not doing right by our brother and our sister that's right next to us, when we have the ability to help make their life not suck so bad, then we never get to experience that beautiful thing for ourselves, within ourselves. And if you can't recognize it within you, how the hell do you expect somebody else to be able to? So for me personally, I think one of my best attributes in this life is my heart. I have a real desire to feel empathy. You know, if somebody's got something going on, I don't necessarily feel like they should tell me their life story. But if you need something, tell me. I don't care why you need it. Just tell me what you need. I'll do whatever I can to help you get it. Anything I can. If I can't provide it, I'll ask those around me. And that's replicated or represented throughout my life with all my friends and family. You ask them, they'll tell you the same thing. That's not me tooting my own horn. It's just who I am and who I like to be. But then at the same time, I like to see people that like the grind, that like the struggle, that want to work. You know? So if I offer, if you need a ride or you're walking something and I think you need a ride and I stop and I say, hey man, you need a ride? And you know, I'm trying to get my steps in. I respect that. Next time, if I see you again, because this world's not so big, you already got a notch up in my book. You know, there's been a lot of times in the last 5 years since I've been with my wife, 6 years since we've been together, that we didn't know what was going to happen. You know, we needed some money or a personal struggle. We didn't know how it was going to end. And lo and behold, somebody came through and solved that problem for us at the end. And everybody's quick to say, karma's a bitch, karma's a bitch, karma's a bitch. I have a hard time saying that. I believe karma is just. If you walk around being mean and a butthead to everybody all the time, you really think you're going to catch a break? You really think somebody's going to come through and be that saving grace that you need? You think God's going to allow somebody to come into your life and help you out when you're making everybody else's time here miserable? Think about it. I mean, if you have a mindset of I would never talk to that person, there's a strong probability, if not that same person, somebody else out there wouldn't talk to you. Whether it be because you're not good enough to talk to them, or they're judging you by a cover. When in all actuality, there's great people in every group, and there's turds in every group. But every one of us deserves the opportunity to prove if we're great or if we're a turd. not just be judged off of an appearance or a class or a group or anything else you want to judge us on. And I know you're probably saying, oh, but Carlos, that's so hypocritical. You just said you would have respect for somebody if they did right. I told you. I'm not judging. I guess in a way I am, but to me it's keeping data on everybody I come in contact with, whether I see you at the grocery store and we don't speak, or I wave to a random person walking through the mall. I have a crazy ability to remember faces. Not always names, but most of the time. And remember where I met them. Why? Because the world's not that big. Here I am hitting my head with my double end bag in Indiana, and 32 years ago, I was being born in San Bernardino, California. So that's across the United States. I'm halfway across the continent in 30 short years. With life that's happened every single day since then, I've met a lot of people. I've come in contact with a lot of people that have a lasting effect on me as a person, and I hope that I've had one on them in a positive manner. All right, I'm getting sloppy. You guys are going to kill me. I know it. So I won't give you too much ammo just yet. But, if you don't like me as a person, so be it. If you don't like something I'm about or represent, so be it. We don't all have to like each other. But one thing that I've had a problem with in this world here lately is a lot of people seem to think it's okay to be different until you hurt somebody's feelings. And I agree with that. You don't have to be just like everybody that you see. You don't have to be anything like them. But you also don't have to be mean to them either just because they're different. With that being said, I've got a different way of thinking on a lot of things, man. But I really hope everybody that happens to see this just starts to be a little nicer to those around them. And watch, just simply watch how much better your life gets and how quick it happens. Thanks, guys. If you got kids, remember somebody's always watching.